And I think let's start with the pitching and ask Andrew Border from the National Research Council of Canada.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrew Botter. I'm with the National Research Council of Canada, the Industrial Research Assistance Program. This is better known as IRAP amongst Canadian industry. The National Research Council is Canada's premier research technology organization. It's federal government with scientists and institutes spread across Canada, working on all sorts of R&D aspects, mainly with a focus on industry. The Industrial Research Assistance Program, or IRAP, is NRC's program to help small, medium-sized enterprises grow through technological innovation. We provide advisory services and we provide funding towards small, medium-sized enterprises in Canada to develop new technologies that will help the companies grow. From an international perspective, we're also helping Canadian SMEs collaborate on R&D projects, industrial R&D projects with companies in other parts of the world, including Europe, including Austria. And with respect to Austria and the rest of Europe, we're doing this through a program called Eureka. This is a European-based R&D network that Canada joined 3 years ago, and the idea is to leverage assistance and funding from various governments, including Canada, to co-fund projects between companies in Canada and other parts of Europe. We're doing this through Eureka network projects, through clusters, which are larger, and through a program called Eurostars. And you can come and talk to me about that anytime. Thanks.
Great, thank you. Next one is Horst Bischoff from the University of Graz, or the Graz University of Technology.
Yeah, so I'm from Graz University of Technology. My name is Horst Bischoff. I'm Vice Rector Research there. So TU Graz is the oldest technical university in the second largest city in Austria. Just that you see where we are. So we are a full technical university covering all fields, what you would expect from architecture to computer science. Recently, we put a special emphasis on topics like smart production, also known as Industry 4.0, autonomous driving, and microelectronics. So if you're interested in these fields, we will have soon openings in that areas. Besides our standard openings, we will have also a lot of competence centers. We are operating with companies, so there are additional possibilities. So if you want to know more, you find me over there. This is the desk without any flyers, because you will get only internet addresses for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And just to remind you, 60 seconds. The next one is Pani Victoria Bonnerova. She's the regional representative of Euraxess Links North America.
Thank you, Clemens. Good afternoon, everybody. So I'm the regional representative for Euraxess Links North America, which is the international part of the Euraxess Researchers in Motion Pan-European Initiative. If you come to my table, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about funding opportunities in Europe, especially the Marie Sklodska-Curie actions and the European Research Council grants, and also other opportunities that are offered across the European research area. So every country in Europe has possibilities to offer to anyone who is in the room, I'm sure, either a PhD, a postdoc, or a more experienced researcher. So come to talk to me, and I will try to give you the right information that you need. Thank you.
Thank you. Next one, David Burns from the University of Brunswick. David, please.
Thank you. My name is David Burns. I'm the Vice President of Research at the University of New Brunswick. We are the oldest English language university in Canada. We have the oldest engineering department in Canada. The age of our engineers are not that old, though. So we are a really exciting university. We are a comprehensive university like Waterloo. We cover many different areas. We work in areas as diverse as idea discovery, exploration to innovation. Our innovations are very broad-ranged. We invented the snowblower. We have early childhood education that's used widely across Canada. One of our most famous things that we invented our border with the US. We're particularly happy about that for next week's election, and I can tell you we will remain open for business.
Great. To continue the political discussion about the US and elections, please join David then on his stand. Next one is Karl Ensfellner, IMC University of Applied Sciences, Krems.
Ladies and gentlemen, AMV University of Applied Sciences. Clemens is one of the most international universities of applied sciences in Austria. Student body 2,700 students. With 50 nationalities, we are very much interested in hiring, of course, postdocs with international experience in the field of our 3 departments: business, health sciences, life sciences. We do research in close cooperation with companies in Austria, and are very much looking forward to meeting you here on my desk.
Thank you very much. We still stick to the schedule, amazing. Next one, Friedrich Faulhammer from the Danube University of Krems.
Good afternoon, thank you very much. I'm the second representative from Campus Krems. Krems is a village 60 kilometers northwest from Vienna. And we have not only the Fachhochschule AMC, you already heard right now. Our university is the 22nd public university in Austria, University for Lifelong Learning. Our focus, our target group are the professionals. We are upgrading and updating around 9,000 professionals a year through our programs. Our students register after having working experience for 10 to 15 years. And our students are very important for our research because they bring a lot of research questions from their companies to our university and are in that way supporting our inter- and transdisciplinary research work. So everything more afterwards in bilateral discussions. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Next one is Bernhard Faustenhammer from the Austrian Cultural Forum in Ottawa and also from the Austrian Embassy.
Hello, good afternoon to all of you. I'm here on behalf, on the one hand, of the Austrian Embassy, providing consular services to those of you who may need them with the kind assistance of our honorary consulates across the country from Halifax to Vancouver. But I'm also here as the head of the Austrian Cultural Forum in Canada, which is 50 events, coast to coast, promoting young Austrian creativity, young Austrian artists, contemporary art, contemporary music. Out of our about 50 events, I would say 50% are music, 25% are film, performing arts, and 25% are made up of fine arts and other activities. Now, where do you come in? First of all, come enjoy the activities that we have for you in Canada. Follow us on Facebook, Austria in Canada. Look at our website, austro.org or austrocult.org, that's the Cultural Forum. And please keep us in mind if you're going to be traveling, say from Austria, if you're going to be traveling from the US to Canada to give a public talk. This is something we can very much entertain, to give travel grants, to give support to researchers who reach out to the community, who reach out to fellow scientists here in Canada. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Is Franz anywhere? Asina, is Franz anywhere? Thomas, would you like to do it and stand in for him? So Thomas Wallner for Asina, please. And thank you.
Yeah, hey, good afternoon. I'll represent Asina, the Austrian scientists and scholars in North America. We represent more than 1,000 scientists that are either in the US or North America in general, including Canada and Mexico, but also we have chapters of researchers who have returned to Austria or Germany or somewhere else in Europe. The two things that we are probably best known about is first the Asina Prize, which we'll have tonight, so that's something that is really attracting attention to us. The other area is the mentoring program, and that's an opportunity for young professionals to be linked up with esteemed experts in the field, and if you want to know more, just come see us at our table. Thanks.
Fantastic, and we move on with Johannes Fröhlich from the Vienna University of Technology.
Good afternoon, I'm Vice Rector of this University for Research and Innovation. TU Wien is the largest university, the tech university in Austria, in the largest city. We have 5 campuses for 8 faculties. The 8 faculties cover all engineering and science disciplines which are relevant. We are proud that we are ranking under the top 100 technical universities in the Times Higher Education and in the QS ranking. We have roughly 30,000 students, 2,500 credits per year, and roughly 300 PhD finished per year. TU Wien is a research and the entrepreneurial university. Our research capacity is proven by 18-year C grantees we have at our university. By the way, maybe of interest for some of you, if a scientist decides to home base his or her ERC grant at TU Wien, we offer a tenure track position within the excellence program of the rectorate. Our entrepreneurial phase is shown by an innovation incubation center we have for supporting startups. So all our efforts are heading for fulfilling of our mission statement, Technik für Menschen, technology for the people. If you want to know more about our university, we have some information material with us. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. And I invite Ludovic Garzik from the Austrian Council for Research and Technology Development.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. So we are maybe the smallest organization here, but we try to be the smartest. So you have seen Clara Secanina, my council member before. So what we are is we are a recommending body to the Austrian government. So we do long-term strategy in research, innovation, technology. And what we do could be interesting to you because you can ask us for how will the situation be in 5 to 10 years. So because if you think of coming to Austria, you don't do it for now, but you do it for the next 5 to 10 years, and you can discuss with us. So we have a work program that consists of different things like financing, governance, but also demand-driven innovation, which is a quite new topic, but quite interesting. And so my interest is also in innovation culture, so to compare US system and European system, you can discuss that with Clara and myself as well. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Next one, Andrea Höglinger, Austrian Research Promotion Agency. Andrea.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm representing the Austrian Research Promotion Agency. We are the national funding agency for applied research, and our main aim is to strengthen the research and innovation capacities at national, European, and global level. Two main messages here. The Beyond Europe program was already mentioned, but it's good to know that more or less all of our national programs are open for international cooperation. And additionally, we act as gateway to European programs, so it's a great opportunity to join European consortia, and if you need further information how to apply at national or European level, then please meet me at the FFG table here in the middle. Thank you.
Next one, in a very rare event, the government is speaking with one voice through Christina Knar. She's talking on behalf of the three administrative parts of the Ministries of Science, Research, Economy, and the Ministry of Transport, Innovation and Technology. So there's still not this very happy event?
Almost.
So we're still gone then.
Yeah, but I'm here to pitch on behalf of the Federal Ministry of Science, Research and Economy. We cover everything from basic research to applied research to going into the market. Our focus is both on providing an attractive framework for researchers as well as companies in Austria, but we also encourage everybody to think and act globally. We have a number of international programs as well, so if you're interested in them, please come to our stand later. Thanks a lot.
Fantastic. Christina, thank you very much. We are halfway through and invite Susanne Knobloch from Trade Commission at the Embassy of Canada in Vienna.
Hello everybody, good afternoon. So my name is Susanne Knobloch, working for the Canadian Trade Commissioner Service in Austria. So thanks to the Austrian folks for having me here, especially Clemens and his team. What do? Well, we also take care of science, technology, and innovation collaboration to foster this specifically between Canada and Austria. So why should this matter to you? If you are working at the Canadian institution, whether you're Austrian or Canadian or whatever citizen, and are interested in connections with Austrian researchers in research and development, especially with a focus on industry connections, then please come see me. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. And next one I invite Drew Knight from University of Waterloo to pitch.
Thank you. The University of Waterloo is a large, comprehensive, research-intensive university just located 1 hour from here. Our academic and research programs focus primarily on the STEM fields, although we are involved in pretty well all academic fields. We're known as an innovative and entrepreneurial university. We're one of the leaders of spin-off companies from university labs. We have the largest work integrated learning package, what we call co-op integrated learning. And we're here to develop further linkages in research and mobility with Austrian universities. And our booth is over in the corner, and Lisa Torwart from our Work Integrated Learning Department is here, and Madalena Mira from our International Research Partnerships and myself can talk about research. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Next one, Wolfgang Knoll for the Complexity Science Center or the Complexity Hub Center, newly formed.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm certainly here for the youngest of all the organizations in Austria, another specialty. We are just about half a year old, but we're unique in the sense that we are an initiative that was launched by 4 organizations, 3 universities, the Technical University of Graz, the oldest one, the Technical University of Vienna, and the Medical University of Vienna, and the AIT, the Austrian Institute of Technology. You will hear more about this later. And we have launched this initiative because we think there is an enormous chance to set up something that deals with complexity science, something that has a very old example in the US, Santa Fe Institute, founded in '84. We are trying to establish a hub, and the hub means to be a network node among those that do complexity science in the region, in Europe, but also in the world. And so we're in particular trying to build a network with the centers that are established in Singapore, in ETH, in Santa Fe, and others. What we are offering are PhD fellowships. What we're offering are, in particular, also for senior scientists or younger scientists, scientists in residence positions, so something that you are perhaps interested in dealing with big data, in particular with network science, and you are not really looking for a university position, talk to us, because it is something where Vienna is an attractive location. The home of the Complexity Science Hub is a lovely Palais Strozzi, so you would love to spend there just the summer. I also recommend talk to your wife, because she might love to come to the cultural environment of Vienna. But in this sense, I'm happy to talk to you about what it would mean if you would join the Complexity Science Hub Vienna. Thank you.
And take your wife or your partner with you to the booth. Next one is Christian Lasnik from the Advantage Austria, Toronto.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christian Lasnik. I'm the Austrian Trade Commissioner in Toronto. I'm representing the oldest and the largest trade promotion organization in Austria, simply because we only have one. So why are we here today? We have a network of over 110 offices around the world, and we have here in North America 9 offices, 3 in Canada, 6 in the United States. I just would like to mention that together with me today we have the Trade Commissioner in New York, Michael Friedl, and my deputy, Arnulf Gressel. And our organization has, of course, also thought about how to grasp the developments in technology, and has chosen 25 offices around the world, which will be our innovation centers. 3 of them are here in North America. And what is the task of these offices? Innovation and trend management, contact with national stakeholders. We track innovations, feed it back to Austrian companies who you would then hopefully utilize it for their products and their success. And we are also representing here a lot of information about Austrian companies that are, as you might know, companies that are technically advanced. We have world champions in a lot of niche sectors. So if you want to know more about that, visit us at our table. Thank you.
So next one is Clemens Mantl from the Office of Science and Technology Austria. Move over here. And just to explain you shortly again what the OSTA is and what we do, we are the official interface between the Austrian and the North American science, research and innovation community. We do this through 4 pillars of 4 fields of engagement. those four are, we are creating opportunities through making connections that matter with our network, the ARENA network, and offering solutions or services for our stakeholders, both in North America and Austria. What we also do is we're doing transfer of knowledge and know-how between the two regions, between Austria and America, North America. And last but not least, of course, we're also responsible for promoting Austria as an innovation hub and science hub here in North America. Thank you. Next one is Martin Rauchbauer from Open Austria in San Francisco.
Good afternoon, my name is Martin Rauchbauer. I'm the co-director of Open Austria. Open Austria connects Austria with Silicon Valley. And speaking of young institutions, we're actually only 2 weeks old. We had our official opening 2 weeks ago in San Francisco, where we are part of a co-working space. Why Open Austria? We want to represent the open mindset that Austrians have and need in Silicon Valley. And it's also the kind of mindset you represent, and we want to serve you. We also want to open doors and open up channels between Austria and Silicon Valley, and we want to do three main things. We want to be a focal point for entrepreneurs, startups, scientists, researchers, and creative minds. We want to be a home base for successful Austrians in the Bay Area. I know many of you are from the Bay Area, so we are there for you. We are there to serve you. And thirdly, we want to report back to Austria on future trends from Silicon Valley. And we want to do this with networking events. We want to do this with reporting, and we want to do this with giving practical advice. How can you get involved with Open Austria? So we get often asked by entrepreneurs, by scientists, how can you help us expand my network? That's one question. The second one is, how can I put my vast experience to the service of other Austrians? And this is what Open Austria wants to serve as a platform for. So I'm looking forward to meet you, and I'm interested in starting the conversation. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Markus Schweiger, Austrian Marshall Plan Foundation.
Thank you, Clemens. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Markus Schweiger. I'm here on behalf of the Austrian Marshall Plan Foundation. Our business is transatlantic knowledge transfer between Austria and the United States, which we organize mainly through fellowships. So if you're interested in short to mid-term fellowships, either for the United States or for Austria, Wolfgang Petrich and I would be glad to meet you at our table. Thank
Markus,
you.
Thanks a lot. Next one is Joachim Seipelt, Austria Wirtschaftsservice.
Hello, my name is Joachim Seipelt. I'm from the AWS Austria Wirtschaftsservice. We are a funding agency and we provide funds especially for startups. So if you think of doing a startup in Austria, then I'm the right partner to talk to. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. We're really speeding up. Next one is Andreas Steiner from AMV Networks. I'm very happy to have also a company pitching today.
Yes, that's like speed dating. Yeah, hi, I'm Andy. I'm sorry.
That's too much of a speed.
I'm the general counsel of an Austrian automotive supplier with operations in Canada, and no, it's not Magna. At the same time, I run a smaller company inside our group, which is in the connected car business. We've developed a technology which is able to essentially connect any brand and model and can also lock and unlock doors of these cars. So, and this is why I want to share my vision with you. My vision is I want to build the best and state-of-the-art car sharing community in the whole world. And I had recently had a discussion with a high-level executive of a North American car manufacturer, and he said, wow, is this like Airbnb for cars? And I said, yes, but cooler. And yeah, so if anyone's interested in being part of this team, just join me. I'm next to the Austrian Trade Commissioner. I can tell you what you have to do to be part of our team. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And talking about speeding up, I was speeding too much. Sorry for that. And I invite Lydia Skaritz from the Austrian Agency for International Cooperation in Education and Research, or short and better known, the OeAD.
Thank you. Lydia Skaritz from the Austrian Exchange Service, the Austrian Agency for International Cooperation and Mobility in Education, Science and Research. Established in 1961, OeAD might be one of the oldest funding agencies. Our core business is the exchange of people of all ages and all educational levels. I'm representing the ICM, the Department of International Cooperation and Mobility, and we are administrating grant programs mostly financed by the Austrian Ministry of Science, Research and Economy. And I'm happy that also 3 of our scholarship holders are here today, and I would like to meet them at our booth later. I'm sitting there, and I hope there will be some questions. And we have scholarship programs open for worldwide application, incoming and outgoing. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Next one is Clemens Tochner from the Austrian Science Fund, please.
Thank you. Good afternoon. We are funding basic curiosity-driven research. We are funding people, projects and programs. We are funding the greatest and best ideas. If you have some great ideas, just come to me and talk to me.
Thanks a lot. We'll definitely do that, I'm sure. And next one is Alexander Unkat from the Austrian Federal Ministry for Transport, Innovation and Technology.
Transport, Innovation and Technology, or infrastructure. My ministry is responsible for building the infrastructure in Austria regarding traffic and transport on one hand, but also for the applied science in specific fields, which is green energy, renewable energy, green technology, and green and sustainable building technologies. On one hand, mobility technologies, on the other hand, including intelligent transport systems, ITS, aviation, but also space technologies. We also have a section focusing on Industry 4.0 with production and materials. All of this sums up, or can be summed up in one focus of our ministry, which is positioning Austria as a smart city specialist country. If you need more information, my booth is right over there.
Thanks a lot, Alexander. Next one is Barbara Weidgruber, this time on behalf of Fulbright Austria. Barbara.
Thank you. Yes, I'm chairing the Austrian Fulbright Commission. Austria is offering scholarships for Austrian students and scholars going to the US, and US scholars and students to study, to teach, or to do research in Austria. I'm also a Fulbright alumna, so I look forward to meeting you. Fulbright Austria, full of bright minds. Maybe there are some fellow Fulbright alumni among you as well.
Thanks a lot, great. And Elvira Welzig for the Austrian Institute of Technology.
Hello, I'm Elvira. I'm representing the AIT, Austrian Institute of Technology, and we are a specialist in infrastructure research. If you think of infrastructure, think big. Don't think only on how you got here today, but think of other mobility concepts, think of energy concepts, think of user experience, think of data security, and think of all the infrastructure topics that you probably don't think of today. I'll be right here, waiting for you and talking to you.
Elvira, thank you very much. And this would have been the last on my list. Is there anybody who also wants to pitch, or did I forget anybody? If not, thanks a lot to all of you. Deducting my time of speaking, we really made it exactly in 60 seconds each. Compliments to that, and again, high appreciation, personal appreciation for your readiness to do that. We had quite a huge number, and I think you get a perfect overview of the quality of the people presenting now in the network fair. I will invite now Franz Ketty still, because I think I know he has an announcement to do.
Thank you, Clemens, and also thank you for Thomas for representing me when I had to step out for a sec before. I'm here to announce, so this year we did something different for the ASCINA award session and celebration evening. We also have a poster session, so we have 20 posters of Austrian scientists and researchers, what they've been doing here while in the US. And the ones who are actually putting up their posters, please come and see me at the table for some infrastructure and how to do it information. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. And that's the point where we decided to have the closing remarks already, that you can float freely through all the booths and stands here to connect again. As we say, make connections that really matter for you. At this point, a big thank you and my very deep appreciation for all of you. Excuse me. For coming today, for being with us today, especially once again our Canadian partners from Canadian universities and funding agencies here. Were a great day today for me. I hope you enjoyed the discussions. I understood you enjoyed the food already. So, and I hope you really can now connect even more, and we see all of you then later in the evening again at the ASIN Awards. Thanks you, especially to my team once again. They really did a great job, and I hope to see you next year again, wherever it is. It will be even better, more interactive, more dynamic, more better simply next year then. Thanks a lot.